All right, hello everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part. I think this is 17. It might be 17 or 18. I'll try to fix it later if I put it wrong in the episode title. My absolutely final campaign, which we're kind of ending the nearing the end of now. Canonically, in our own timeline, World War II had ended about 15 days prior to where we are right now. So the war has been ongoing in one way. Longer than the original timeline. We're also probably going to get into it with the Commonwealth of America. We will see. Not anytime soon, but what I mean is probably later rather than sooner. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy, not crazy, but I wonder if we'll see the 1948 election. It probably will happen mid-war. Depending on how long it drags out. But that's what's great about the United States, because they're such a late game. If you're going to fight them, enemy, they still have content at least through 1952. So we got time. All right, we got a few more military, or just the one military factory, actually. Armored support, wow, look at us making 12 a day. We're finally only like a month away on that. Artillery, we're 4 days away on. Yes, our logistics, it's all starting to add up. I also imagine as we start pushing into this pocket that there's going to be more and more equipment getting captured, which is fantastic. So then right now, I think I might want to start going in on planes, because if we look at our plane total... let's call that 3.2k. Actually, we'll just round that up to like 4. Let's call that 4,000 and change, divided up all over these various areas. There's our ace, one of them anyway. Ikazuchi Kodama helps with naval targeting and stuff. And over here, this one's our other fighter. Ooh, these guys are taking brutal losses. Where's this at? Yeah, fighter 2, just whatever we can get in there. It's because we don't really build those kind of fighters. In fact, I kind of want to move the ace. Oh, what is that? Current status KIA. Ace is assigned to a wing smaller than 100, so all effects are increased by 200% to compensate. So then I don't have an ace. Oh my gosh, I have all these aces unassigned this whole time! I completely forgot about that aspect of the game. So all of these campaigns, I mean, not all of them. I know there's ones where I've done it, but if they're not getting manually assigned, I've been totally forgetting to do it. Dang. Wow. Wow. Well, let's get some aces assigned then, shall we? Looks like ace pilot. So I think they all do the same thing. Yeah, it's naval targeting, agility, and ground attack factor. Okay, it does look like a lot of them have been getting assigned as they should be. Okay, I want to find where I could find like some, just like a fighter. Or here's what I'll do: air, CAS fighters. So you have 1,600 carrier fighters, which is cool. Sort by type. These are naval bombers. I think fighters are up first up here. Okay, yeah. So, like, here. What's this guy doing? Apparently nothing. I know he's assigned. He's an attached air wing. This is perfect. 100. It's 100 firepower. These are the Mitsubishi A6M Raishin, aka the Zero. There's been one accident. Too bad, so sad. Now what we do is select here. Choose a fighter. And, it does, there is a difference, actually. So this one, max airspeed, air attack, and agility plus 10%. That's perfect. That's great. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, Sumaguchi will bring you over. So we're starting to have an excess of things. We have an excess of fighters. We have an excess of these carrier fighters. So these ones, we will have you training. Let's assign an ace. And then for the most part, I'm not really going to be thinking about it too hard. So just... I'll get moving around, finding where I can. Okay, yeah, like here. Put an ace. I don't know. I don't remember if you can change the aces' names. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm gonna prioritize putting them with my fighters, naturally. Yeah. You're there. 10, 10, 10, 10. It's already got an ace. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Give me the proper air wings of 100. Here we go. Here's another fighter carrier. These guys are fighting in Kashmir? What? Well, first off, they're fighting somewhere where they can't really fight. They don't have the space. But let's still... Yeah, we give them an ace. I don't know how many are still unassigned. I guess I should put some of these in here. Yeah, let's spread it out. Oh, okay, there. Now I think all of our pilots have been assigned. Wait, there's one here. Cannot be an ace pilot because KIA. KIA. Not being familiar with this time of plane. Oh, yeah, so that could only be like assigned certain areas. So if they're KIA, why are they still there? I guess it's showing that it happened at some point. Or maybe they'll get rid of them in a second. Quiet chat today. It's been kind of chat's been a little quiet lately. Alright, back to what we're doing here. So we have the Reppu, the Mitsubishi. Yeah, we just got like various Mitsubishi things. Get rid of all this Navy stuff. Service support. Yeah, I think I'm kind of happy with all of these various things that I've done here. I'm actually really loading up on air experience. Might upgrade again here soon. And I'm just gonna always keep some of the zeros being built. I'm like emotionally attached to them now. So that's just how it's gonna be. Man, we're pissing through the steel, aren't we? China, give me some. What is this? Outdated? Yeah, that's the Mitsubishi AMC. That's the Zero. I really should like rename that just to make things a little simpler or easier to remember. So if I click here, Mitsubishi AM7, no, looking for the. Here we go. Show outdated equipment. Yeah, this is the Zero we've been using, or were we doing the Model 11? Actually, I don't know. Okay, it's the regular, not the Model 11. So this is the one. Oh yeah, we don't even have variant of it. You know what? I wanna do a maxed out silly version, kind of mostly for fun. Oh, not really. Dang, it's expensive to do these things. Wait, range. That's what I meant. Do that. Yeah, we're gonna call this zero half max. Hey there, the Crown's Will. Nice name. I've been spending a lot of the weekend watching the Hollow Crown, that BBC series they did on. There we go. That are like the Henriade of William Shakespeare. It's been pretty dang good. It's not a perfect series, but I don't think there can never be perfect Shakespeare adaptations because it's like how you perceive Shakespeare is an individual psychic question. So that's why there's like never a perfect rendition. I don't think I've ever been like 10 out of 10 on any rendition of Shakespeare. Because people can interpret different characters or the same character in different ways. The roles. So yeah, I've been doing that. It's good. I'm like in the middle of. I'm only gonna stream for about an hour, incidentally, because of that. Because I'm just really wanting to. I don't think I can finish it tonight, but I'd like to. Maybe I can watch up to at least Richard III, which is the finale, and then man, a lot of hearts coming through on the little emoji thing, and then yeah, maybe watch like Richard III tomorrow night. Because yeah. I don't know. Tomorrow's gonna be a really manic day, another manic Monday. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Yeah, there's gonna be some scheduling changes. The next week or two, I think, is gonna kind of be in flux because I'm starting a new job, but other places are also offering me work, so I'm, weighing my options. What's this? Supply utilization. Utilization will never go between 20%. That's interesting. I didn't realize that was an effect. I'm going to need to recruit one here. This guy. But why can't I do this one? Oh, because I'm already... Yeah. Alright. Available special project. Oh, I don't know. I've already assigned this. Or can I have two doing the same thing? Oh, because the rocket interceptor kind of sucks, frankly. But let's, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it's not pertinent. It's not going to determine if we win or lose here. We're just researching for research's sake, pretty much. Man, it's getting to be impossible to find somebody I can trade with that's not a potential future enemy. There you go, Manchuria. I'm gonna get what I can, though, at least for my own subjects. Oh yeah, here we go. I can check my subject. Not useful, as we could see. East Turkestan's like this the worst. What is the problem here? Civilian intelligence distance. Current exports. Deficit is happening. Oh, you see now it's getting all weird. There we go. But yeah, the Hollow Crown, I'm really enjoying it. Richard II was really damn good. I think that certainly has the best Henry Bolingbroke I've seen, and I think it's because he's a hard character to play. In Richard II, you know, he gets more meat on him in Henry IV Part 1, which was really damn good, and I think maybe was the best. Henry IV Part 2, kind of weaker, had its shining moments, and obviously there's the final encounter between Henry and Falstaff, which is the big moment. But yeah, it doesn't feel like there's a lot there. I think I once saw on like YouTube or something some local production of Henry V, but they put the ending of Henry IV Part 2 in there with the, so it's like, we'll just do the Falstaff Henry scene and you know, graft it on, just so we can get a Falstaff in here, but I have to do like a full 2-hour play of a Part 2. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something, because, you know, I've been, you know, we're killing like a couple million Russians and their allies in the eastern half of Russia, aka the future endless taiga of that like Japanese people will go vacation to for decades to come. There is nothing out here. I have got the coastline. There is this one dock in the east, which is not going to have a way to get through there, like on the railway lines. But I mean, of course, we can't tell their supply situation. So what I'm actually going to do, and I was checking, as you can see, I was checking it earlier. We're going to tag over. And as you can see, there is nothing out here. There is only death. For everybody in this area. I don't know what this blue means. I'm not sure like how passable territory that actually is. But yeah, it's all red. There's no supplies coming through. Let me just click on just some division. So like this division is already down to 5,000 out of its full strength of 11,000. It's got barely half of its anti-air. The artillery is starting to go. The infantry equipment, that'll probably be last to go, but they're running out of trucks and whatnot. So, a lot of that going around. Again, I'm sure if we like click on a random one over here, like, oh my gosh, can you imagine how badly the tanks are getting worn down? Let me try to find a tank division. I know they have some. Here we go. So like right here, this still has 10,000. Oh, this is one under Tukhachevsky, one of the field marshals. Look at all that. Yeah, he's got 9 medium tank divisions here. But like this one, they've lost 2,000, and it's only going to get worse. And let me look at the actual truck, medium tanks. Oh, they actually do still have most of their stuff. It ain't going to matter much, though. How is their Tukhachevsky doing? Goodness. Look at all that fruit salad. Good evening, Jacob. Good evening, Tenebraification. So, all of this is going to die, and actually, as long as I'm tag switched over, I might as well let's try to get a sense of how many, and I'll load up here. So I just want to get a sense of how many Russian divisions are actually out here still. I know we've killed a lot of them. I know that they were like disbanding some. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. If I know there's more divisions in here, but okay. All right, so they've got 51 divisions out here. So figure 11,000 times 51. That's 561,000 men. I think before when we had checked, we were estimating there was like 2 million and change, and a lot of them already died and stuff. But yeah, it's good. It's what we were working for. It was that encirclement. Excuse me. Approval Vampire would say, oh yeah, they're on scraping the barrel. Now I think they were hitting, they're definitely still mobilizing, because like every day I'm seeing that the number goes up for a second, but then it drops. So yeah, when we took the Urals, it's the breaking of the back of Russia. It is the equivalent of when Grant took Vicksburg during the Second American Civil War. And now the Anaconda can begin to squeeze. And this number is going to continue to spike. But also look, oh my gosh, look, we've actually, the fielded manpower of us and our allies has now officially overtaken theirs. So yeah, it is really just a matter of time here. Let's change this music though. Get something else going. Hope everybody had a really nice weekend. I'm sure was full, quite busy. Even today, I was kind of almost about to go, nah, I'm not gonna stream, because like I just want to do other things. Like I said, I want to finish this Hollow Crown thing before I start getting really busy with work again. Oh yeah, I was describing how they've been so far. Yeah, so the Richard II, so to catch up those of you who weren't here early in the stream, I've been talking about this BBC production of the Hollow Crown. I've been watching it the last few days, because it's free right now on Fandango. I mean, you gotta deal with ads, but then it's like, okay, get up, stretch your legs, clean something for the 3 minutes that the ads are going. That's how we were raised. Anyway, so the Richard II was really good. I mean, Richard II is a tricky one, because the thing with, I've seen a few interpretations of Richard II now, and the thing with him seems to be, we're just gonna go ahead and keep attacking and whatnot. Everybody ask if they have a question about what I'm specifically trying to do at any given moment. Oh yeah, I was gonna have these guys do pilot exercises, some stat, some stat. Dang, we're still losing. Hey, what? Oh, this wasn't even us though. So the thing with Richard II is he's got like all these amazing speeches. Like I think he's in that tier with like Hamlet, where he's just dropping bombs every monologue constantly, the whole damn play. But like I've seen Ian McKellen play him, because there's a version of that on YouTube, and it's very, he's leaning into the Delulu, and like deliberately he's weak and he's like very fairy like he just doesn't get it. And then I saw a version on YouTube which was like an amateur production, but I thought it was quite well done. I mean, the Richard II one was very good, but so was like the John of Gaunt. John of Gaunt, incidentally, in this BBC production I'm talking about, is played by Patrick Stewart. There's a part where it's when he's giving his like death prophecy, curse, whatever, his lamentation, whatever you want to call it, where the camera literally is just on his face level, like, and just starts zooming in, and he's like breaking the fourth wall a couple times, looking right at you. But that's quite good, It's the kind of speech that will make you like patriotic for England, and that's impressive. Saying that as an American, like, we had to have a revolution to throw him off, and I'm still like, damn, he was pretty damn dope. But the Richard II in the BBC one, they definitely lean into like he's like a delusional, spoiled king. Like he just I think a big part of the Richard II character is supposed to be that like he genuinely believes he's God's anointed on Earth, and he's like just doesn't get it, like what it is to be a person, because like, well, I'm not a person, I'm the king. But then he loses the crown. Like one of the things that I think is really inspired about Richard II is that it would be very easy to have stopped the story with when Holy Henry Bolingbroke overthrows his cousin Richard and becomes king. But there's still like a third of the play left. Or like, I mean, I don't know the exact ratios, but there's still like a nice chunk left where the king is like, well, I'm not the king anymore, so what's it like living in prison? And he's just kind of like monologuing on stuff like that. I think it's all really good. But like it started getting it's one of those things, like I think Richard II is like delusional to where he thinks he's Jesus. You know, like, oh, I'm Christ being crucified on the cross because I'm not going to be king anymore. You know, why has God forsaken me? But it's like, it's meant to be his delusion. But like the way I felt the BBC one did it kind of felt like they were trying to like, no, he really is a martyr. So, but it's sponsored by it was paid for by the British government. The British government still has a monarch. I'm just saying. But I mean, you can say that about any Shakespeare interpretation. You know, it's in all art, I guess. It's shaped by the times it's in, time, place it's made. So anyway, that Richard II, really good. Really liked the actor who played Henry Bolingbroke. It's the same guy who he's like a character actor. Like he's really well respected, and I'm forgetting his name right now. That's how you know an actor is respected when you don't remember his name. But he's good because Henry Bolingbroke is kind of a tricky character to play, I feel, and the way they did it in the BBC one is it's like Henry truly does believe in his cousin as king. They really were like emphasizing the reluctance of him to take the throne. This prison sucks. I should reform the system when I regain my crown. Yeah. But there's a great banger of a line in there where he's talking about the persona. You know how Shakespeare is. He likes to like talk about the multiple personas that exist within every human. But there's a part where he goes, and in the prison where Richard goes, and thus and in this manner, doth one prison hold many me's, or many people, and none contented. Let's see here. Oh yeah, MPs probably should be making those a bit better. Keep advancing. And so then Henry IV Part 1 is fucking amazing. I had always heard the hype. I had never sat down and done it. And it's so good. Falstaff, who's like... So Falstaff is the one who, if you've ever heard of Harold Bloomberg, for the people who are like the bardolaters, by idolatry, engage in that. Harold Bloom was this like literature professor, academic. Oh yeah, War's going well. It's like, oh gosh, he's just talking on and on about Shakespeare. So that's whenever it's late game war where I've got it won, but I'm just kind of microing things, looking out for potential problems, but mostly we're just advancing from victory to victory. Look at this. Look how we're piercing in here. We're outrunning our own supply lines out here. I'm pretty darn sure, or are about to. And this is kind of this amuses me how the AI has, I guess, decided. And it's a fair move. They want to try to cut the Turkestan corridor. They're extra hard pushing. They're actually advancing a little bit here, but I've already backlogged the logistics back here. I believe I have. Let me double check that. Wait. Yeah, the railways. Yeah, look at all these fives. Got them all over. It'd be very easy. I already have the 5 here. I think I just maybe have to upgrade this link, which I guess I should just do now. But the point is, then that comes here, and they'd have to basically take all of Turkestan in order to stop the supply that's going out here. I mean, the infrastructure out here is amazing. We're building up Russia as we conquered it, I've been saying. CHG's making Kaiser Wilhelm's nightmare of the Yellow Hordes overwhelming the Russians and heading westward during the Russo-Japanese War. Yeah, we're here. He didn't live to see it. The prophet. Oh, we have officially hit the northern edge of Siberia, although it looks like we're about to get pushed out. The point is, like, it's definitely official that the entire, like, yeah, dang, October 1945. We're basically, to make, I guess, the World War II comparison, this is the Operation Bagration now. This is the, or maybe the next offensive when we decide to push west will be. But we're just breaking the backs of Russia. And maybe, you know what would be a better example? I think this is when Germany pushed through and made it to the coast, and then, you know, eventually Dunkirk happens, except there is no Dunkirk. There's no way for them to get out. And so we're gonna actually just pause the offensive here on the west. Not that I'm particularly pushing it. And just, yeah, let them start running into our lines. And be rid of this threat in the east. Man, we got a lot of repairs happening, which I guess is important. But I do want to build some dockyards. Would these be mine? Yeah, okay. These would be mine. Yeah, because I am trying to. I do want to like do the mini game of having the super good fleet, but yeah, here we go. We have 1,100 days to go on that. So now we've got enough light cruisers, but we've been losing other stuff. How many light cruisers am I making specifically right now? I don't. Army class. Wait. Approved cruiser hull. I think this is considered one. Yes, we have like a couple. I guess I'll... Wait, no, the light cruisers are what I do have. So what I still need are heavy cruisers. And those are the trickier ones because I think I can only have 5 at a time here. Yeah, unfortunately. So that's gonna be trickier. That's also eating up all our steel. Recruiting the Indians. Yeah, I've been tapping into them, and they're continuing to build up. Like, no, we have the numbers on our side now. Like I said before, look, we have 8 million manpower fielded. At best, they don't even have 7, and it could potentially be much less. Yeah, Russia's casualties are spiking like crazy right now. We've lost 2 million men apparently in the last year. My goodness. Yeah. In its way, it's been a quick war. Yeah, so we're still pushing back out. We're getting pushed back there, but we're gonna take these areas. Dang, they got 3 of their they have 3 of their tank divisions up here in the north. Getting tore up from the floor up. Improv expert, don't really want that. 68% of the way to being a desert fox, also a hill fighter. Didn't that open some other stuff for me? Oh yeah, over here, I'll be able to get adaptable, which is kind of like a bragging rights trait, really. Albania gifted 1 gun. Yeah, no one can give more than that. I'm getting. Is there? I forget if there's a way to check who I'm specifically receiving like material goods from. Using manpower, we're sending an attaché. Yeah, we're sending an attaché to China, Nepal, other nations as subject states. Here we go. We're getting material support from Siam, Tamalakam, and Ganga. But that's because they canceled a lot of money, because the AI will cancel sending things to you once you have enough, and they basically just plug gaps. None of them are building armored support vehicles, which is slightly annoying. I'd like to get some of that. But yeah, if we were to take a look at... Where's our Marines? I don't even know where they are anymore right now. Here they are. They're north. It's like here, the 354 Rinsukai. Oh, I think somebody just subscribed. I think I heard the little jingle. Thank you for the subscription. And we look in here. Only 23 of our 30 guns are Japanese. The anti-air ones. The artillery is all Japanese. The infantry equipment, though, has quite a bit of a spread. But, like, we got Chinese guns in here, for example. All right, yeah, good night, Tenebrae. Yeah, I suppose over there it's nearly midnight. Nearly the clear midnight that Walt Whitman spoke of. One supporter moon we got, yeah. We've stolen one pack of bandages. We got a medic's kit from off a dead Russian. Right. It was a big weekend. Did I? Yeah, we had the Army's birthday the other day. The big 250. So drinking and doing stuff to that. These divisions, they're like here. They're occupying the same tile as me in a weird way. Okay, over here, yeah, I don't want to push. It doesn't seem that we have a superior enemy on the other side. Look, this is some of our other allies. We're not doing this. Yeah, this is Siam. Siam is trying to push a little bit. That's not working. Wait, patience, patience, everybody. Let's start closing this up right here. 2.5 million and counting. Dead for a ducat. There we go. Yeah, just get moving them all over there. Ooh, actually that might have been a mistake. But our allies are filling it in, it's fine. Yeah, we don't need to worry about it too much. Yeah, so like this, beat that order. Yeah, we're having a huge actually amount of our troops. We're gonna start sending them into these spaces just to close it up, kill them all. Then we can move westward. Uh-oh! We got a little encirclement up there. Oh, I think I remember that. That was an ally of ours or something. He just got overstretched and was getting stupid. You know what? I actually kind of want to... you know what? Okay, we have these down here, the bonsai. Here's what we're going to do. Yeah, no, actually, on second thought, delete all this. Delete. We are going to just create a single Western front. And this will be their goal. Oh yeah, there's Operation Bagration. So in the meantime, yeah, these ones are gonna still keep pushing in. Good. I want to bring them down here to this Turkestan front. That's getting a little weird, but I think here maybe. Let's do this. Attack. Where y'all at? These ones maybe are the ones that should be kind of more on this front. Like so. Do that, and then y'all also stay there. The Iranian line. Oh, we just passed St. Crispin's Day. Oh yeah, I was like, so Henry V. Henry V was good. Tom Hiddleston plays Henry, by the way. Henry V. Time for a truce. The Russian Far East is in our hands. Vladivostok has fallen. Japanese forces march on the shores of Lake Baikal. It is clear the Russians are in no position to recapture these vast swaths of Siberia anytime soon, which means we are in a superior negotiating position. With our triumph, we can demand the Russians withdraw from the Far East, leaving China and the shores of the Pacific Ocean to us. By pushing them beyond Lake Baikal, there will be no position to contest our supremacy in East Asia. It will lose war support over this, and we're at 1%. We're going to keep going. Let's be done with it. I don't want a peaceful Russia. I want a Russia under me. And warful, wrathful, taking it out on the Americans. That's my co-prosperity sphere. Okay, so the Far East truce decision. It's in here, but I just want to see if they'll say, yep, in the Second Russo-Japanese War, the Russians have admitted their defeat. If 1905 was a debacle, this war is a complete catastrophe for them, with the Japanese forces taking over vast swathes of the Russian Far East. Now they have no choice but to accept our conditions, as de facto we already control most of what is being demanded. So we're going to become the owner of a lot of areas. There'll be a truce that has to last for at least 3 years. I like that it is not permanent. Yeah, option 1's absolutely reasonable. Do I seem reasonable to you? Oh, and all their allies too, so they can't like backdoor it. So let's do this just to see specifically what the map's going to look like. That's what I'm curious about, and then we'll load up the save. So what I was saying about Henry V. Henry V was good. Good herald. I mean, genuinely, you need a good herald to have a good Henry V. I think we got Tuva. We got Tuva, but not, the West. We didn't get Irkuts. That's quite humorous. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all this. This could have all been years ago. Well, this is our puppet, but like the freaking, we had to babysit these guys. But yeah, look at all that. Look at all that land in the Urals we paid for, and now we don't have it anymore. So let's just load up. And I'll have to pause the music. And then we will keep going. But let's see what else I like about Henry V. I thought I mostly liked the scene at the end where he's talking to Catherine of France and he's proposing marriage to her. It's an interesting scene, it's like this scene that's all about love and romance at the end of like an action movie war film. Harem and Henry, yeah. Harem and Henry. Oh yeah, so let me introduce the harem thing, because it's like, what's the emperor doing? And it's like, well, he's got to have a harem, right? So here's what happened. To make a long story short, I will admit that I sometimes do like to pop things into ChatGPT when it comes to picture generation, because like I think it's stupid, but I like to see what kind of stupid shit it'll come up with. So for example, and plus I'm curious like what it comes up with. So for example, I once the one I saw recently was people were asking ChatGPT, hey, generate an image of you and I having what we look like in real life, like create some sort of personification. So there'd be some where like the human is like screaming at an android that's like curled up in a fetal position on the floor, and it's like, damn, that's how you treat it, huh? And then there's other ones where, you'll see a human person, on the other side it's like an android person, and they're both just like sipping tea and laughing together. When I had mine generated, it was just really boring. It was just a picture of like a person sitting at a laptop. So like the AI, the ChatGPT didn't personification itself as like something, because I was seeing pictures where it wouldn't even personify itself in a humanoid way. It would be like a bird or something. I like it when reasonable demands happen, not the Hearts of Fire 4-2 where just take everything their way. Yeah, hey, that's Painters for you. How do we know that I'm not AI? Just the evidence of your eyes and ears, I suppose. Oh yeah, so anyway, we're going to say nonsense. This will go to the end. Because, hey, we need to ride Russia's back into America, just like with China. How is China's recruitable population these days? 15 million on total mobilization, too! So they're taking a penalty to their recruitable population right now. Unequal treaties. Just too damn bad. They're service by requirement. We've got harsher... oh, actually, no, that's what we all are on. I thought I was on an alt serve already, which is good. That's good that we're not. Oh yeah. So what I had here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna run to the kitchen and like get some water and whatnot. And then when we come back, I'm gonna show you these 10 people that I had the AI generate, and then I also had it make stories for each of them. They're like a couple sentences each. But I think you guys will find it funny, and what we're going to do for a game is I want you to name them. So you guys are going to name the Emperor's harem. So I will be back in just a couple minutes. Get some water. Okay, I'm back. All right. So here's the fun. Welcome everybody to we gotta dress these women up for Halloween. We're approaching that 1945. Behold the harem. Yes, here it is. Okay. So this is the gimmick. Because this is something that I saw people were doing with ChatGPT. Is they would ask. I was inspired by this idea where you would ask ChatGPT, I want you to generate a picture of two women or boys, or whatever you're looking for. I want you to generate a picture of what you think a person I want to be my girlfriend looks like. And then the second one is generate me a picture of a woman where it's what you think I need. So it would like generate two different women, and then the controversy ensues because like it was always the girlfriend you need. She's always got glasses on and is reading a book, right? And then that makes people mad. So this one I was like, okay, I want you to generate 10. Oh wait, did I have it do the descriptors? Oh, I forgot. Hold on a sec. I need to open up in the other tab. This is such a silly side quest. Okay. Describe these members. Harem. Following his victory in the Second Russo-Japanese War. Okay. So what ChatGPT is gonna do now is none of these women have names. I want you guys to come up with the names, and so we're cosplaying fundamentals order. Yeah, this is the champagne bottle that we're cracking open to celebrate the proverbial champagne bottle, by the way. But I don't even like the taste of champagne. To celebrate winning the Second Russo-Japanese War. So according to ChatGPT, starting with the top left, which I just realized, I don't know if the cursor, this one, top left. This one is called The Poet, the Moon-Touched Consort, from Kyoto. Their role is a court composer of imperial verse. She pens evocative war elegies that glorify Japan's naval supremacy and speak softly of sacrifice. Admired for her ability to soothe the emperor's mind after state meetings. So yeah, we're just having a late night Sunday fun day silly game. Hold on, I need to adjust my monitors. Give me a second. This here. And this here. Okay. Moon touch. Doesn't that mean you're crazy? Isn't that the slang? Like, they're moon touched. Like Stephen King did that thing where the guy who just couldn't get right, his whole thing was like M-O-N, that spells moon. Alright, second. Next we have up here the listener, whose title is so the ChatGPT generated titles for each of these women, which I think is funny. They don't get a name, but they get a title. Their title is the Gentle Whisperer. They are of Ainu descent, integrated into imperial life as a symbol of unity. Their role is the imperial confidant. She listens without judgment and advises through careful observation. Her calming presence is said to reduce palace unrest. You get the idea to have them all sing that toy. Let's see if any of them is a singer in here. All right, next up, number 3, the philosopher. Perhaps it is her philosophy that has led to her covering her hair. Her title is the Lady of the Ink Mirror. She's from Nagasaki and tutor to the young princes and princesses. She teaches Confucian ethics, Buddhist philosophy, and Western political theory
in secret at the Emperor's request. Oh, interesting, interesting. So she comes in wearing a burqa, and it's time to talk about Confucius and John Locke. But no one can ever know. Oh my gosh. Let's go to the next one. Number 4, the center one. The best friend. Oh my gosh. Ain't no way they let the Emperor assassinate him. What's gonna stop them? So the Ainu, aren't the Ainu the indigenous population of like northern Japan? Yeah, I'm looking it up. Indigenous ethnic group who reside in northern Japan and southern Russia, including Hokkaido and the Tohoku regions. Isn't there like only thousands of them left? Oh yeah, I'm seeing here. There are only 11,450 that live in Japan as of a survey from 2 years ago. And there's also 300 in Russia. So ain't no way the Emperor's smashing Ainu. The Emperor has just won the second Russo-Japanese War and admittedly is continuing to fight it. And then they're like, congratulations, here is your prize. Okay. Let's get to we're missing out on the best friend. Okay, so this is the center one in the top of the first row here. So like hereabouts. Her title is the Laughing Orchid. She does kind of look like she's mid laugh. She's from Osaka. Her role is the Palace Morale Officer who leads small festivals and laughter rituals to keep spirits high among the Emperor's staff, known for sneaking sweets to the Emperor during council meetings. What is a laughter ritual? Am I streaming a laughter ritual right now? The Laughing Orchid. What a name. All right, next up. We're gonna, top right here. This is the Curious Mind, title Foreign Reader. Their origin is their mixed Japanese-Dutch heritage. Which like does she split the difference in height? How does that work? Her role is the keeper of foreign intelligence who reads Western newspapers, writes counter-narratives for imperial propaganda, and debates with British envoys while drinking tea. So there's okay. We've got 2.78 million dead Japanese. I'm gonna double check like what was the Japanese death count in real World War II. Japanese deaths in World War II. See, this gets tricky because I don't know how they. I mean, gosh, the China War gets so difficult to track. But let's see. Okay, according to Statista, looking at Japanese military deaths. Okay, it's by region starting in 1937, but I'm looking for a total. I guess I could just add them together. Hold on a sec. So Philippines killed the most Japanese. I'll let Filipinos speak on that. Followed by the Chinese, followed by other. Okay, so like other is 500,000 deaths, smaller fronts, whatever that means. 4 million, so rather this about 2 million. We'll call this 2.1, 2.6. It's about 3. Wait, no. 2, 3. Well, this sent it to 400,000. It's about 2.7 million, roughly, from 37 to 45. So we've lost approximately the same amount of. Hold on, I feel like for this point, let's take this away. So we've lost about the same amount of Japanese deaths as really did happen in World War II. Though in this timeline, 1.5 million of that was directly from the Russians, followed by the Ukrainians, followed by the Polish, followed by the Finnish. But don't worry, the United States is still out there. We'll deal with them. Maybe they'll just give us Hawaii. They know what's good for them. Yeah. And so while that is happening, while these millions of Japanese filling the shores and waters of Lake Baikal are dying, we've got Harem member number 5 here in the in this one here, sitting with a British envoy and discussing philosophy, and debating with them. Anyway, let's move to number 6. Number 6, the empath. So bottom left. By the way, something I'm gonna say for whenever you're doing these people generation things. It is a chore to get anybody with darker skin. Make of that whatever you will. But I know that I have tried to, on more than one like AR generation thing, I've tried to like generate D&D characters, and I remember there was like this one in particular that like just no matter how I described the AIs just wouldn't make her skin darker. Another one that seems to be difficult for AI to generate is furbolgs. Furbolgs get really weird. They sometimes get strangely hunky. All right, so anyway, next up, so this one with the green shirt on the left in this column. Her name, well, she doesn't have a name. Nobody suggested names for these people. They've just got these girls. They just have titles. That's so weird. That's almost weirder than having a harem. Is like you have a harem, but you don't learn their names at all. You give them new names, but it's like not even a normal name where you're going like your name is I don't know, Jane. You know, you're Jane Doe. That you give them like a slang term. Yeah, what is the AI trying to say? It does not know a name. Cannot generate a name. Okay, so this one, yeah, green shirt here is the empath, the silent flower from Fukushima. Her role is she is assigned to visit wounded soldiers and bereaved families as the emperor's emotional envoy. She rarely speaks, but every word she says makes even generals weep. So she's the empath. That's so great. She's like Forrest Whitaker's character. I'm just losing viewers left and right. I'm down like 25% of what I was when I started this bit. Maybe it'll catch traction on the VOD, or like I've got clippers. I was gonna say or something. I know I've been clipped before, but like it happens like once a year. Somebody will do a CHG clip if I'm doing something funny. Usually it's my annual vomiting whenever I see Mosley. But it's like Forrest Whitaker's character in Species. He's like, I'm an empath. And like he goes into a room where there's a dead body and he's like, I can sense what happened here. There's fear, you know? It's like, so it's like, isn't that like a psychic? Is empath the right word for that? Anyway, okay, number 7, the partner with the blue shirt and the brown hair. Her title is the Shield of the Hearth. She's from Tokyo. Her role is she is the chief of domestic operations. She runs the harem's logistics, staff, and schedule. She organizes relief efforts during wartime. She once personally rebuilt a school destroyed by shellfire. I like to think that means she did it completely by herself. She was picking up the bricks. She was nailing like it wasn't just that she logistically organized it. It's like she logistically organizes 8 hours a day. You know, including the harem, which I think is funny. It's like she's organizing relief effort, making sure people get food, like on like a citywide scale. But she's also like, okay, there's 10 of us. We need to set up a cafeteria operation. You know, just pissing through eggs and onions. And then in her free time, she built a school by hand. That's very man. That's gonna make me rewatch Ikaru, the Kurosawa film. All right, next, number 8, the Joy Bringer. This is the one in the yellow here, this yellow sweater. Her title is the Red Fan of the North Wind. She's literally wearing a yellow shirt, okay, but she's from Hokkaido. Her role is she dances in victory ceremonies and is said to have charmed a Russian general into surrendering faster. Her laughter once halted a coup, or so the legend goes. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be scandalous? Like, yeah, her and a Russian general just went into a room and he came out and surrendered. She just said that she danced for him. It must have been a very classy dance. Very, very heartwarming. Oh man, the game! I just realized I completely missed the game! Oh no! Oh, it's because I was doing... Oh, geez, between that and cleaning and the... The game score. What happened? Come on, come on. What ended up happening? Okay, they lost to Thunder. That was expected. 123 to 107. Okay. I'll look into that. Yeah, I sure hope they can freaking come back and win a home game. That's but you know, it's like, it's what does your brain say? What does your heart say? The brain going in, oh, OKC in 5, right? But your heart, Pacers in 6. These unironically sound like Japanese propaganda. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So sorry. Okay, so we were doing the dancer. Okay, so that was the Joybringer. Okay, number 9. We're nearly done. Wait. Oh no. Have I been counting them wrong? Oh, make everybody shift 1 because yeah. Hold on a sec. We gotta like. Okay, so this bottom left one, which by the way, let's face it, a lot of these women are clones. The bottom left one, she's the dancer, so everybody's got to be shifted. Okay, so then so that was number 8. Number 9, okay, so we're at the bottom. Like, let's face it, 9 and 10 are twins. Like, these are twins in here. We don't know their real names, and you all have yet to suggest any for them. She is the romantic realist. Her title is the Jade Eye. She is the Jade Eye. She is from Sapporo. Chief diplomatic spouse, attends high-level functions with foreign ambassadors. Known for her shrewd reading of people, whispers suggest she stopped a war with a single stare. And she's just smiling like it's her school yearbook picture. But it's just... They say the whispers suggest she stopped the war with a single stare. And, you know, just king, taiko drums in the background. Goodness gracious. Let us be done with this. Bottom right, the quiet strength, title Stone Willow of the East. She is from Sendai. Her role is that of a personal bodyguard in disguise. So she dresses. It's like she's wearing a mask. She doesn't actually look like Harem number 9. She just looks like her occasionally. So you're like in that diplomatic meeting, and you're like, "I'm gonna kill you," and then bam, it's actually the bodyguard. Trained in sword and strategy, she rarely speaks, but when a would-be assassin once reached the Emperor, she ended the threat before he stood from his throne. That's literally like Chani shit. That's Chani from Dune shit right there, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill your enemies for you, so they'll quit bothering both of us. Because they're gonna hear, oh, the mate of Muad'Dib has killed 100 men. Can you imagine how strong Muad'Dib must be? Alright, how about we play a video game now, yeah? So he's gonna dress them all up for Halloween. That's what the Emperor's gonna do. Alright, so there's a little bit of like movement happening here. Somebody's on the attack. I don't know who. Rush over. Oh, wait, what? This doesn't make sense. Oh, a little encirclement happened. Uh-oh. That's us. I was going, wait a second. Because, yeah, the attack was happening, and I was saying, but it says we're on the defensive. What? I mean, yeah, we could definitely hold these off, but best to clear it out and rescue our men real quick. Ooh, boy, if possible. I think it may be. Yep, yeah, they broke through there. We're good. This is a failing endeavor. Okay. Great. Where's the music? Where's the music gone? Yeah, every time it gets in a mount, it's quiet. There we go. That's better. And yet, too calm. Here we go. The sounds of conflict. There we go. Stalingrad. Naruto fishnet stockings stay on during the harem group sex sessions. I once, so there was once I think I've told this story a few times, but I had an NCO when I was enlisted who he once, because it was a fantasy of his, had a chick put on an Akatsuki robe and bang her, which, you know, seems so innocent and amusing compared to things the internet creates now. But the reason why I especially remember it was one of those things, you know, standing around, you guys are BSing, you know, shooting the shit. And my head's moving back and forth, and I turn my head, and he has pulled up on his phone and has turned it around and has put in my face the proof of what he did to her in that robe, which I did not ask to see, but was seared into my eyes nonetheless. What is going on here? Oh, we haven't done the jet engine, yeah. Why can't we research jet engines without knowing what they are? I probably should be doing Navy support stuff. Yeah, I'm so behind on all of that. My man. My man! Looking good. So yeah, that's what I think. Oh, that's for pics. It didn't happen. Yeah, but I mean, that's what it's like. There's a special breed of the things military guys want. They're one of the best scenes in a war movie I've ever seen my whole life, or like like a military movie. It's in the Big Red One. Hold on a second. State of Bengal asks for naval advisors. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anybody who asks may have it. Every ship helps. How are we doing on that, by the way? Building up our ship. Yeah, what's this? Naval invasion. Yeah, we can send so many advisors out, but I don't really want to do that kind of stuff right now. We gotta work on this horrid war propaganda hole that we're in. Enemy bombing and convoys raided are both being... Yeah, wrote that right now. Oh, it's now outrageous. Did the Akatsuki even have female members? I mean, Otachi's pretty, but not that pretty. He's different kind of pretty. Actually, it's so funny when I see people who edit out his eye bags. Like, you edit out Itachi Uchiha's eye bags, and he's just like a model. Which I guess is the point. Yeah, so the Akatsuki break of the Royal Wiki, yeah. The Wikipedia, or okay. I'll look it up. Akatsuki. I'm gonna say spoilers, by the way, because I don't give a shit about spoiling mid like that. So wait, here we go. Akatsuki members. Technically there was like, oh, there's some that joined later, and so I'm just gonna read off, okay, not the teams, associates. We'll close that. Okay. So you had the rings. So there was 10 of them. So there was Nagato, aka Pain, and Conan, who was, man, that's gotta suck. Like, it's like, imagine the person you're dating is dead, and somebody's wearing their body and walking around with it. There was Black and White Zetsu. So, okay, yeah. So, wait, that already answers the question. Yeah. Conan's a woman. There you go. Orochimaru and Sasori. I mean, Orochimaru wishes he was a woman. Let's see here. He couldn't pull it off. Zuzo and Itachi. Oh, within Itachi and Kisame, that was a different one. Sasori and Dedora. Dedora might be he's the pretty member, but not a woman. Certainly not. Kakuza and Hidan. Yeah, so I guess it was just Conan. Conan's the only woman in the Akatsuki. The more we know. Thought Dedora was a chick. He was... That's my rough. Well, because he had the long ponytail. And I mean, and they all wear, those big robes. You can't really tell the body. Was Dedora? They all had, the black fingernail, for the emo-ness. Maru was a woman at one point. Yeah.
Well, none of them would be it's hardly the first ambiguous Naruto characters. I mean, there's oh gosh, I'm forgetting their name. They're like two of my favorite characters. The one, that one swordsman from the mist. It's literally the first freaking mission that Naruto goes on as a ninja. We're talking like episode 4. He runs into a swordsman of the mist, like one of the most outrageously feared assassins in the entire world, and his protege, who like one of the great swordsmen in universe, is like, this kid's the fucking future. This kid's gonna really be something. And that character, whose name I'm forgetting, is super. The whole thing is that like they're biologically a boy, but are super. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like they were always referred to in a male way, but the whole idea was that they were so pretty that everybody assumed that they were a woman. Let's see here. Now it's like that pairing. It's like the pro ZD said. It's like, what? They're just talking. I don't understand it. And then the third time, it's, oh, they fucking. Oh, they fucking. I don't think I want to take any focuses still. You know me in Hearts of Iron 4, focus is not a priority. Yeah, I don't want to ever take that. Retention of mobility, I mean, I guess. Now that we have great enough logistics that we're not short on anything. Even the assault vehicles, finally the thumbnail has come true. All that is, and by the way, I'm just riffing. I'm glad nobody's complained about me pausing. It's, it's the last campaign, so whenever it's over, it's over. So tangents are our friends, I suppose. Seeing some red bubbles down here. Almost want to do a cheeky little push, but no, we are not going the offensive until this pocket is dealt with. Yeah, 11.3 million and counting. It's rising. I think we're looking here. Win ratio is going up, 63%. Look at these deaths. So many zero are like. Obviously, we're getting kills, but like we look on our side, yeah, 80 dead Japanese, 1,000.26k dead Ukrainians. What the heck are you doing? Oh, I can't click it and it'll take me to general. Or I have to like click the thing here. How do I do that? How do I open up the battle? It doesn't matter. We already streamed for a little longer than I meant. But we'll keep going. We're in the groove. I'm trying to think of if I've ever seen a harem done well in like any anime. It's always like really trashy, kind of. And like, hey, sometimes you just eat trash. I watched frickin' what was that real? Although I deliberately did it because I wanted to see a bad anime. I wanted to experience like a horrid anime, kind of like how people watch The Room. There's like a sense of irony to it. But Euromanga Sensei, damn, that was bad. And the thing is, it's like the saying goes, just good enough to break your heart. Because like it would have these flashes of, oh, that actually is funny, or oh, this character is interesting. And then they would just throw it all away. Any sort of traction, any grippage they could. Let's see. The Mormons did it well. Yeah, but what I mean I'm talking about where it's not just like trashy isekai power fantasy shit. And that's funny because the only, I think, like ReZero, I'm always saying is like the only isekai that's good. That's not true. Konosuba is good too, but Konosuba is a parody. But I really like ReZero. And that is actually one where I am specifically rooting for the triad ending, because the whole thing with, and by the way, at this point, even the anime version has been out for years, and it's season 1 stuff. There's so much more that's happened. I don't consider season 1 spoilers anymore. But like the whole thing with him and I know it became the meme where like Rem's like, "I love you, Subaru," it's just, but I love Amelia. But there's no but in there. It's just, but
It's, you know, the memes were funny. But they're overplayed, and genuinely, I think there is a Subaru Amelia Rem ending that is made circumstantially possible by the coma, but also other things. I have been slightly spoiled, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people put like disinformation ass ones out there. Oh, I'm trying to figure out if I want to recruit a scientist and what for. I think that's going to be what I'm next spending. No, I need to spend my political power on this. But yeah, that's like really special circumstances. Now, what I think is going to ultimately end up being the tragic version of that is, oh gosh, do I want to talk about Severance? Well, I guess I could just not be specific in season 1 stuff, but like in Severance, there's a plot line because, I mean, the whole gimmick is that like people's brains are split in two, so you have like your 2 different personalities. Oh shit! Huge breakthrough happening here. Actually, damn, they're doing a nasty little push. They just gunning for it. Okay. I am not at my unit limit. I'm gonna keep making more then. Hold on a sec. 11 plus 7, 18. Let's get some more queued up, but also we just have some movement that needs doing. One of these. We just kind of keep reusing these to fill in gaps. We're over here. I think. Damn. What the fuck is going on? I thought I assigned troops down here. Why aren't they advancing? Let's go! Let's go, motherfuckers! Strategically redeploy! That means now? That means quickly? You know what? We're just gonna redraw. Yeah, damn, I was... Turkestan was so secure, so then they pivoted and moved. Hey, you know what? Good adjustment. Props to it. Props to AI Russia. Which one? Modern bases for Isekai? What? Not... Wait, is that solo Can anybody tell me about solo leveling? I don't know anything about it except that people are fucking pissed. That like it won Anime of the Year. But I don't know. It's like JJK. I hear like overrated or chase my, you know, flavor of the months of the year. They get controversial no matter what. What's the one? No, the one that really launched Isekai into the stratosphere, the video game one. What's that? Sword Art Online. Yeah. Isn't that one like the main character is in a wheelchair? I mean, this probably was years ago now, but I heard the main character is in a wheelchair. Now he's like in a coma. They're just rolling him around. He doesn't actually do anything anymore. What the fuck is happening in there? Mosheku Tensei. Is that Lucky Star? You know, one of these days I'm gonna check Lucky Star out for the lulz. I was thinking about that again recently. Fuck yeah, we're getting fucked over here. It's because our damn allies aren't filling in. We're actually about to get cut off here. Son of a bitch. Alright. 24 divisions. Get back here, please. But you see now, is that going to accidentally create the gap over here that my allies won't fill, or will everybody else shift to meet it? Genuinely do not know. Yeah, look, as soon as I start to back away... God damn it. You know what? I'm just going to have to do this then. Where our Marines need to finish the job. Yeah, delete that. Here's what we're going to do. So we'll have these 4 armies. Quite a lot. You'll all come over here. And then this is like just everybody else moving all over. So this is the western frontier. But in terms of, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an anime where I was rooting for the harem. Not quintessential quintuplets, I'll tell you that much. Sometimes I wonder, should I be talking about anime when I should be focusing on the game? It's like, but I am. I'm moving everybody around. We're winning. But also then I remember, oh yeah, we're doing the Moe Reich. We're doing the Moe Reich sub mod. Everybody's been filtered. Kirito got brain blast, and that kind of lobotomized him. Yeah, so it's, yeah, those are the kinds of situations where it can get interesting and it usually just get tragic. You get two different... It's like Outlander. I haven't seen Outlander. Not a priority, but I know Bear McCreary does the music, so, you know, look out for that. Yeah, this is actually getting kind of ugly. But we've got yet another encirclement out here. I guess it's sort of just a race. They're trying to encircle me from here, but the thing is, they're pushing in deeper. They're taking supply areas, I suppose, technically, but these supply hubs that they're taking do not have supplies to their capital, so they can only grab what's there already. Hello, whoever's with the... I don't know, what is that, Chinese? More than 2 people watching, poor guy. What, it should only be 2 people watching? Only 1? Oh shit! Look what's happening! Oh, ooh, that's like actually cut off. No, it's gonna be fine. It looks worse than it is. Looks worse than it is. Looks worse than it is. Probably isn't. You know what? I'm actually gonna have to think on this. You know what that means? It's too late in the day and my mind is going. So, yeah, we'll stop it there for today. I'm pretty dang sure I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Because, yeah, let's see. Yeah. I should almost certainly be streaming tomorrow. I just don't know when. And I kind of actually don't want to say beyond that because I need to figure out my new schedule. And it's going to be shifting. My middle of the week is going to continue to be weird. Should have took the DLC. No, we're fine. Can you stream yourself reading Seiya no Uta? I don't know what that is. So hey, subscribe so you'll know, you new person who I don't know how to read your profile name, subscribe so you can know when I go live again. And everybody have a pleasant Sunday night.